Gina loves guitar more than maybe anybody I've ever met. She is fucking stoked to play guitar. If you ask Gina what she did the night before, she's like, oh, you know, I had some coffee and I played guitar. What have you been up to? Last week I played a lot of guitar at home, and she's just constantly curious and just a monster at guitar, you know? And she's excited about playing guitar at all time. Yeah, she's definitely not fucking around.
One night my older brother, like, bought Yellow and Green at this particular record store that was near my work, and he picked me up and was like, you have to hear this band, like, you're gonna freak out. This was like, I guess like right around the time it came out. And he played me the Green theme, and like both of us just drove around in silence, like listening to the Green theme, and we're like, oh my God, this band is such a big deal. Like, this band is important. Like, I don't know why yet, but this is really impacting me and musically, you know.
You know, when Pete decided to leave, it dawned on me that changing the guitar, you know, changing the other guitar player, you know, could really be difficult in that chemistry is, you know, like on-stage chemistry, in studio chemistry, and just basic musical communication isn't something you can manage. It's there or it's not.
John and I had met and like jammed a couple times, not with any like expectation of like, I wasn't in the band or anything. We just got along and shared a common like nerddom of, ooh, look at my pedals and whatever, you know. And so we were just having fun jamming and like making noise and stuff.
We were just playing music and seeing if we like playing music with one another. Baroness wasn't part of the conversation. I noticed pretty quickly that there were some stylistic things that Gina had that I didn't know that other people who hadn't been in Baroness would have, which was just really cool. And then furthermore, we didn't ever have to discuss how we would communicate with our, you know, with the notes of our music and with our instruments. It just was there.
He did eventually like send me a very daunting list of Baroness songs to learn, which initially I thought was just kind of like, so the next time that we met up to jam, we had something more specific to play together, play some Baroness songs, you know. But yeah, I ended up meeting Nick and Seb after a few times of playing through those parts with John.
We had a couple of names in a hat. I mean, we weren't picking randomly, but a couple of names we're considering. And John kept on talking about Gina, and we played with her, and it was really easy. I think John, you know, kind of knew beforehand. You can tell how somebody plays, and you hang out with them first, and, you know. But yeah, it was easy.
I think she did a stupendous job and like way over the top, way more than I ever expected in terms of listening to records, watching videos, and just sort of trying to figure out what the difference were between our, you know, recorded output and the way that it seemed like we were playing things live. And she figured out all the parts, and it was really phenomenal the amount of work she put into it.
it was really, really important to me to like maintain the integrity of Pete's guitar playing. You know, obviously I can only play how I play, but I've always been a huge fan of Baroness and of Pete and John's thing that they had together, and Pete has a really, really fucking cool, unique style, and you know, having the starting point of, all right, I want to nail all these parts, and then watching each other play, we're going to pick up different things that the other person is doing and different approaches, and through that process kind of enabled John and I to come up with our own unique like guitar dynamic, and you know, we share a lot of the same musical interests, so it just felt really natural.
I think because Pete's exit from the band was done so with such respect on both sides, and because Gina's entrance into the band was done with the same amount of respect and such a diligent, ambitious workload, it just never felt like we slowed down.
She's an old school Baroness fan, so I think that was, you know, super exciting for her, which is awesome. And yeah, I mean, she had to approach it with open-mindedness because we don't sound like old Baroness, you know? So I think she had to, you know, realize, whoa, this band is constantly evolving, you know? And now I'm part of it.
Tourniquet. First song we wrote, difficult kick drum pattern. The entire band plays the ending guitar thing in like I made amp henge. It was like 14 amps. We were all standing in the center of 14 amps, all of which were mic'd up, and everybody had a guitar, and everybody's job was just to play one chord over and over again.
Junior high school slow dance hit. It with sneaky prog in there.
Tourniquet, I think of all of us counting to 5 a million times.
It's definitely like a central part of the mission statement of this record, you know, because there's this Pink Floyd-y acoustic moment at the beginning, and then just like, you know, back to like a riff that sounds like, that comes in like a weird modern Fugazi through the lens of Baroness, you know, and like goes from there.